Alrighty, the card that I drew for today is a 9 of Wands. If you're watching the video, you can see the card here. And hello, welcome to another episode of Tarot Tuesday by The Heartful Canvas. I am Jessica, The Heartful Canvas. And Tarot Tuesday, I tend to use tarot cards more as like a journaling prompt kind of thing. I'm not super serious into tarot, but I find it is a really fascinating way to just think about life a little bit differently and like kind of outside inspiration. So here, our 9 of Wands card, we have, it looks like sand. We have a woman standing in the foreground here, and in front of her is sort of like, well, it's a bunch of sticks. 3 are horizontal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are vertical into the ground. So it kind of makes it look a little bit like a fence. And then one long one is in her hand. And she is kind of leaning up on it, kind of like a walking stick. It's a little bit taller than her. And at the top of it, there's a flame. So it looks, and there's like a circle around it. So it kind of looks like it's like part of the sun almost. The sky is blue and fades into like a green towards the horizon. And then she is wearing a white top. She has a necklace on. She has short shorts and some sandals. Yeah, so what I'm getting from this, just first impressions looking at this card, it feels like she's kind of like maybe on a journey. She seems confident. She doesn't seem rushed. She, like, it feels like she's leading the way with like light and with confidence. And yeah, it's just kind of, that's the vibe I'm getting here. It's interesting, the sticks, and I'm sure these are supposed to be the wands, the 9 wands. They also seem to be carved, and some of them have white dots on them. They're decorated, so it gives it like it has a cultural significance to it too, potentially. But the way that it looks like a fence, it's kind of like, to me, looks like the symbolism of like, okay, taking these sticks, these things that have like created this barrier that aren't going to allow you to move forward, and take that and use that as your light, your torch, your walking stick, like the thing that helps you keep moving forward. So it's like moving those barriers, moving those things that are like hindering you from moving forward, and using that as like your strength. So this makes me think of like maybe things in our personalities, things, habits, tendencies that maybe we have, and these things, like maybe they're the thing that keeps us from moving forward and achieving something. But we can take those things and use them in a different way, and that can actually be like our strength, our I don't know, like our differentiator between other people. They basically, these things can be a hindrance to us, or they can be the thing that helps us move forward. And I think we all have parts of our personality, maybe habits, things that we've picked up from society, from other people around us, all that kind of stuff. And they can be strengths, but they can also be the things that keep us back. So like for myself, maybe it's like being multi-passionate and excited about all these different things. It's easy to maybe get distracted and want to move on to the next thing, or to like jump from thing to thing. But also, so like in some ways that's kind of like a con, a bad thing. But it can also be a really great thing, because it's like I always have something I'm interested in, and neat, cool passions and hobbies and things like that. And that can definitely be something that's positive as well. That's just one small example. I think maybe the reason I'm thinking of this is because I had a coaching call the end of February, beginning of March, where it really this person was talking, like I had done like some personality quiz, something, I don't remember what it was. And then she dove into how like these different things, like we've used them in the past as like protective mechanisms or things like that. And so it's kind of been our strength, but at the same time, it's also holding us back from doing certain things. Maybe like it's something that's been our strength and that we've been the strong one, we've been the one to you know, control, like manage everything and get everything moving and all this, but then maybe it makes it challenging for us to ask for help. I don't remember the actual things we talked about for myself. It resonated a lot with me. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking here. And it's like we don't have to be ashamed of those things. But yeah, just like kind of taking agency, taking control of those things and using them in a way to achieve our goals and our aspirations and do good for other people. Because like, you know, she looks like she's on a mission to me. She looks like she's gonna go achieve something. And if we let those things stay in our way, then we can't achieve that. So we have to, figure out how we're going to keep moving down that path to make that difference and that impact and all the things. Also, by the way, if you're new to this, my Tarot Tuesday, the deck that I use is the Lightseers Tarot by Chris Ann. I just love the imagery. I think it's really pretty. So that is what I'm picking up right away. My first thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and see what the book has to say. So we have determination, resilience, defiance, a last defense, the final push, excitement for what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. It says, don't give up now. You're almost there. As you round the corner toward success, something may surface that threatens your feelings of security and achievement. It's important to remember how far you've come. Don't see this minor deceleration as a symbol of failure. Step into your resilient last stand. One final push to complete this task, and tomorrow's stunning light you can rest. In shadow, this card suggests you are making things harder than necessary or being overly defensive. You may even be inadvertently choosing the more difficult path because you believe on some level that healing and ascension should be difficult. Sometimes we become so enamored with our stories of rising up that our own shadows become romantic notions that we seek to defend. Let go of any ideas you have about navigating specific lessons on the path. Your time to relax into security and success is on the horizon. And then like the affirmation quote is, I push beyond my own perceived limitations and I remain open and trusting as I do. Ooh, I love that one. I definitely resonate with that. And like this whole like, don't give up now, you're almost there kind of thing. I think that actually relates to the multi-passionate, multi-interest kind of thing, hopping from one thing to another. So right now I am working with my business coach to really try to kickstart what the Heartful Canvas, what I've dreamt the Heartful Canvas would be, what I really envision for the brand, how I really want to empower and inspire moms. And I don't think I'm going to totally step into that right away, but really to start making steps for that. And June is the month that we're launching something new. I'm launching something new with the support of my coach. And so yeah, it's really easy to kind of like have doubts come up, have just fears, or like, is anybody gonna care about this? Is this like the whole fear of like putting yourself out there and what's the word that I'm thinking of? Imposter syndrome, that kind of thing. So that definitely resonates with me in this moment. Also, like, I feel like some of this really resonates with just this last week, like just getting really frustrated and like working on a different project that I'm wrapping up and just kind of like wanting to give up, or feeling like maybe I was just making it a lot harder than it needed to be. And stuff like that. So yeah, just a reminder that like things don't have to be difficult to be worth it. We don't have to make them more difficult than they need to be, and to allow things to like be amazing, and also to have that determination and to like push through to achieve those things. So if you have like a goal or an idea, a dream that you've been, you know, moving forward toward, and you're starting to maybe feel a little bit scared, a little bit nervous, questioning things, or maybe you're just like, the last pieces of a project are always the worst for me. I hate when it's like, feels like I'm almost done, but there's like all these like little loose ends to tie up, and that's the point when I want to jump ship and start something else, because it feels like I should be done, and I'm ready to be done. But yeah, this card is telling us push through, finish it up, like wrap it up, you're good to go, move forward, don't make it more complicated than it needs to be, and you got this. So I hope something there resonated with you, from the way that I interpreted it, the way that the book did, whatever. You can also go ahead and use this image. I'll show it to you here again. You can use the image, you can use anything that we talked about, and you can then, you know, go journal about it more. You can put it in your notes app, maybe do a voice to text in your notes app, or do an actual journaling, or, you know, whatever it is that you need to feel complete with this discussion. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me for another Tarot Tuesday, and I'll see you again next week.